Here are 3 rules I use to stay lean. I've lost well over 60 pounds and I've been training for 3 years and I still train to this day. And in this video, I'll share 3 rules that I always use to stay lean and give you a simple plan so that you can focus on what works best for you. This has worked for me, it might not work for you. The first rule that I follow is to track every single thing that I eat. And here's why it helps me get leaner. So, I mean, it's super simple. If you don't track what you're eating, you can get down to like 15% body fat, and it's not that hard. But to like really get down to that 10, 12% body fat, you have to know exactly what you're eating every single day, no matter what. At least for me, it's like if I'm talking to my younger self, right? You have to track what you eat. You just have to. And I made a super simple framework called COUNT to help you. So C stands for catch every bite. I logged every single thing that I ate inside of my calorie tracking app. O, over or under log. So even if you're bulking and you don't eat enough food, just log everything that you're eating anyways, especially if you're on a cut and you go over and you just don't want to log it into your phone, just log it, because when you log the food, even when you go over, you'll see that like you really realistically probably only went over by like 700 calories, right? Like you might have had 2 Reese's cups or like some other stuff that you just didn't want to track. And if you didn't track, you'd be like, oh my God, how much did I eat? I have no idea. I'm just gonna and then you mess up the next day and the next day. But when you track everything, even if you eat over, right, you still log it. It's perfect because then you can see, oh, I only ate over 700 calories. That's like nothing. Then the next day you can just like do an extra 350 calories of workouts while still doing the exact same calorie deficit. And then the next day, do another 350 calorie workout while still staying the same deficit, and boom, that day that you went over, it's like it never even happened because you either eat less. So for example, let's say my calorie deficit is 2,000, right? I have to eat 2,000. If I eat over, I don't lose weight. If I eat 2,000 for 5 days straight, but on the 6th day, I eat 2,500, I'm screwed. No, you're not. On the 7th day, what I'll do is I'll either only eat 1,500, so I cut 500 from my 2,000 because I ate 500 more from the previous day. Or what you can do, what I like to do, is do a 50-50 split. Pretty much what I mean by that is you take 250 off of your calories. So my 2,000 that I was doing really good for 5 days, but on the 6th day I went to 2,500. The 7th day, you take 250 off. So now you're at 1,750. Then you walk an extra 250 calories off. Now you're at 1,500. Boom, just like that. You haven't messed up. It's like it never even happened. So over or under, log it. You use a food scale. If you aren't using a food scale, try to get one, or it doesn't have to be a food scale. Just get like a little measuring gram thing. It's like 10 bucks from any store. You can buy it on Amazon, Walmart. I bought mine from Schnucks. Like buy it anywhere. Use that. You have to make sure to use that. You want to make sure that you're weighing your food to be precise. You can't guess your brain. Trust me, it does not work. N for next day fix. So like I was saying, if you eat 2,000 calories, one day you eat 2,500, it's okay. Next day fix. You can fix it the next day. Doing the 50-50 like I do, taking off 250 from just eating 250 less and also walking an extra 250. And T, track every day. No matter what, track what you eat. Even on a bulk, you want to track what you eat. Obviously on a cut. When you're on a cut, track what you eat. You just want to track what you eat, okay? So let's go over this again so that it's really embedded in your mind. So C stands for catch every bite, right? Count, because you're counting your calories. C, catch every bite. O, over or under, log. Even if you eat too much food, just track it regardless. Use a food scale. Buy a food scale from Schnucks, from Walmart, no excuses. N, next day fix. Even if you eat 2,500 calories, the next day you can fix it. And the most important one, I'm gonna actually highlight this one because that is the most important one, track every day. If you don't track every day, you only track for 4 days and you don't for the remaining 3, doesn't matter, does it? This is so fun. And I'll give a personal story to wrap this all up. So back then I used to track my food perfectly. So I used to log my food perfectly, right? But then I'd wake up in the middle of the night, eat snacks and not log them. For some reason, I thought they didn't count. And for the longest time, I couldn't figure out why I was still a fat ass. Until I started writing every single thing down. Even if I wake up at 5 a.m. and have a Pop-Tart, I'll log it, go back to bed and wake up the next day. Oh, dang, I ate the freaking Pop-Tart in the morning. Doesn't matter. We're still good because I can just skip breakfast now. Easy. Rule number 2 that I always follow, like this is probably the biggest one that I've had, is walking instead of running. So as I just said, the second rule for me is walking instead of running to stay lean. And here's what I mean. For me, walking is so much better when it comes to losing weight, running. I walk for 30 minutes a day. I aim for 10,000 steps. Sometimes I don't even do it. That's okay. I just aim for that because if I aim for a high number, then I'll walk more. If I only aim for 5,000, I'll only walk 5,000. If I aim for 10,000, I'll walk 8,000, 9,000. You see what I mean? The key point is that it helps me burn calories without making me super hungry. When I used to run, I would run 5 miles, like I'm not joking, wake up every day, run 5 miles, but I would be absolutely starving afterwards and just eat every single thing in the kitchen. Also, when you're a fat ass like me, the biggest problem for me when I was running was running when you're fat really hurts. I had shin splints and of course I beast through them. Just didn't even care because I was that cool. Now they did hurt. Sometimes I regretted it because I would be tearing up like, oh my God, my shins, they hurt so bad. But yeah, when you're fat and you run, it sucks. You're just obese. It's not fun. But walking is so much better when it comes to like if you're fat, because walking, it just doesn't really take up that much energy and it's so much easier. Also, you don't have to get ready for it. You can just put on some clothes and then for running, it takes like 20 minutes to get ready, an hour to do the run, you're sweating, then you have to take 10 minutes to take a shower, it takes in total like 2 hours. Walking, just for me to, at the end of all that, eat everything in the kitchen. Or I can walk on a treadmill or, go, or I could just walk outside for 30 minutes and be in the same clothes and not be sweating over and boom, easy. And the key point, I don't overeat. And here's a simple framework to hopefully make it work. It's called WALK to make walking work for you. W stands for walk every day. No matter what, just walk every day. It doesn't even have to be like you purposefully go for a 30-minute walk. Sometimes it's like better to just split it up. Excuse me, I just hiccuped. If I'm eating breakfast and I have time, I'll just go for a 10-minute walk, just 10 minutes, like it's literally nothing. Take a call if you want. Enjoy nature. Guys, it's beautiful outside. Have you seen how beautiful it is outside sometimes? As long as it's not like super hot and it sucks. Oh God, I love nature so much. Just walk outside for 10 minutes. Then in the middle of the day, walk for another 10 minutes after dinner. And hopefully you will have gotten the other 10 minutes just from walking to the store to get groceries, walking at work. Pro tip, when you are parking anywhere and you want to get more steps in, park as far away as possible from where you're going. It takes like an extra 3 minutes to walk there, but the extra calories that you burn from going, if you park every single place as far away as you can, so say I'm going to Walmart and I park as far away as I can, walk all the way there, come back. In total, maybe like 7 extra minutes, but I lost a lot more calories. And at work, I park as far away as possible. I get my steps in a lot easier. That's just a quick pro tip. A stands for aim for steps. What I should probably say is aim for like 10,000, because when you aim for 10,000, you end up just walking a lot more than you expected. And you don't have to always hit 10,000, but I like to because it's awesome and you lose more weight. But the key, and also to track your steps, just go to the Health app on your phone. If you have an iPhone, if you have an Android, we can't be friends. Go to the Health app and just like sync. If you don't have it set up, just set it up, it's not hard. And if you have a calorie tracking app, I highly recommend that you sync your steps to the calorie tracking app because it tells you how many calories that you burn. Like say you burn an extra 150 calories from walking, it'll show you and it'll subtract that so that you have an extra 150 calories. It's just like a little plus because it's like a positive reinforcement loop. You're like, oh, me walking more equals I get to eat more. I'm gonna walk some more. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's really good. L stands for less hunger spikes. So instead of having these absolutely burning appetite strikes, I don't even know what you'd call it, pretty much to be starving after a 5-mile run, when you go for a walk, it's less hunger spikes because you are just, it's a much more relaxed. You know, it's like, what's the right word? Low intensity walking. I don't know if there's high intensity walking, just low intensity, okay? And K, keep it easy. You don't want it to be super hard. That's it, just, you remove the whole point of you walking in the first place. The whole point that we're walking is to make it easy because running will, cause hunger spikes and it sucks, but you want to keep it easy, relax. Even if you're on a treadmill, don't go 15 incline, 5 speed. No, you want to keep it very relaxed. You don't want it to be super hard. You want it to be easy because it'll be sustainable. And guys, I'm telling you, the #1 cheat code is just to think longer term. Don't be like, oh, I need to get a freaking 6-pack in 60 days, or I need to get lean in 90 days, right? Because just please, I'm telling you, like, if I could talk to my younger self, this is like the #1 thing I would tell him. If you can be like, okay, how much weight can I lose in 90 days? 5 pounds, whatever. Or you could say, how much pounds can I lose in 180 days? You will think so much more longer term. Trust me, just expand. Your goals aren't crazy, your timeline is. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. And let's go over it again so that you fully understand. So walk is W, walk every day. A, aim for 10,000 steps. L, less hunger spikes. And K, keep it easy. And here's a personal story to wrap everything together. So every single day I used to run 5 miles and sometimes even more, and swim also a couple miles, like every day. And it worked a little bit at first, but then it made me so tired and my appetite just skyrocketed, and I ended up cheating on my diet anyway. And it hurt my body so much because I was super fat. At least the running did, the swimming didn't. So then I ended up just starting to walk, and I was like, dude, this is the best thing ever. It's like the best of what you get from running, but like none of the downsides. And just to say, I love running, but for me specifically, when it was to lose fat, it just did not work. But running by itself to fortitude your mind and just be cool and be awesome, I freaking love it. Like David Goggins, dude, freaking hero. And rule number 3, it's gonna sound weird, but don't eat when you're not even hungry. Don't eat just because you're bored. Find something to do, something fun, like anything. It doesn't even have to be fun. Just do something else. If you eat while doing stuff, like watching videos, you better not be eating right now. Either do that less, so watch less YouTube videos if you realize that you binge eat, or eat not when you're hungry. You just eat because you're watching YouTube. Like some people just are like that. But if you want to lose weight, you probably don't want to be eating while you're just, while you're not even hungry. So either watch less YouTube or just try your hardest to not eat while watching YouTube. And here's another framework that I call EAT to make it simple. E stands for evaluate if I'm hungry, and don't mind the spelling. This sounds like such a simple and basic thing, like duh, but when's the last time you ate because you were bored, then realized you weren't even hungry? I actually do this a lot, and it has helped ridiculously. Because before you eat something, or before you're about to eat something, or even after you've eaten something, because some big backs like me, we'll have a full course 50-star meal and we'll still want more. But if you evaluate if I'm even hungry, then you'll be like, nah, let me just not even eat this, right? It's actually just try this. A stands for avoid eating bored, because if you're bored and you just start eating, avoid that, because you are just wasting calories, getting fatter, because you're not even hungry. Evaluate if you're hungry, avoid eating bored. I freaking love this. This is awesome. But yeah, do the steps. And well, the last one is T, tweak my habits. If you do realize that you eat food even when watching YouTube, then tweak your habits, because if you want to lose weight, because it's one of the best things you can do. There's so many benefits to losing weight: looking better, feeling better, being cooler, being more awesomer, being disciplined, getting into the, there's just health benefit. There's so many freaking benefits from just being awesome and being leaner. So yeah, tweak your habits if you realize that you eat food while just doing random stuff. And let's go over it again so that you guys understand exactly what I'm trying to say. So E, evaluate if I'm hungry. If you're hungry, just do it, evaluate. Okay, am I even hungry? Nah, okay, let's not eat. A, avoid eating bored. I'm watching YouTube, oh, I'm bored, let me eat. Avoid that, don't do that. That better not be you right now. T, tweak my habits. Okay, I do still every single time when I watch YouTube, eat. Okay, let's tweak my habits. Let's not do this anymore. Let's watch YouTube less, or eat less when watching YouTube. And here's a personal story to wrap it all back. So I always eat while watching YouTube, I still do. It was pretty much just automatic. If I'm watching YouTube, I'm also eating. But I saw that. So I decided to watch less YouTube, which by the way, gave me time to just do better stuff instead of wasting my life on YouTube. And I stopped eating while watching YouTube, which cut out on so much extra food that I wasn't even tracking in the beginning. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked this new whiteboard format, let me know. I would love to hear if you guys did. I freaking loved it. This was freaking fun as heck. Look at this. All right, guys, I hope you liked the video. And if not, then dislike it. And if you did, leave a comment or subscribe.